We are neither nutritionists or medical providers. The topics discussed on this show are from our own research and experiences. Please consult your medical provider before attempting anything discussed on this show.
Good evening, everybody. This is new for us.
It sure is.
Are you nervous?
Nah, I got over it last week.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah.
Oh, so welcome to Shogun Strong. This is unusual for us. We normally are not live. We normally are not video. So how do you feel?
I feel good. You know what? It's different. Last week when we went live, I was a little bit nervous because I didn't have you right here. But now that you're right here, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Feeling good about it?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm good.
Hey, I first want to thank everybody who's listened to the show. We have so many new listeners. It is awesome. And for those of you who are not yet approved to the Shogun Strong Facebook group, I promise I will get to that tomorrow. And yeah, the group's been growing. The listenership's been growing. It's pretty amazing.
Shout out to Susan Barajas. Hi, Susan. How are you? We love you.
Oh, awesome. Hey, and this is weird for me being on this side. And we've got a new audio tech in the booth. And thank you to Jeanette.
Jeanette, she's my niece and my goddaughter. Hi.
Nice.
She's rocking it.
She's doing a great job for us back there. So let's kick it.
Okay, so wait, we didn't do this is Brian.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, we were missing
Because
that.
it's wow. I'm Brian.
And this is Lupe. That's funny.
Yeah, the intro was recorded.
Yeah, that was weird. But anyways, today we want to talk about
how Lupe responded to the vaccine.
Yeah. We know that a lot of people are on the fence about getting it. Dry mouth. Different reactions. Should we get it? Should we not get it? You know, there's a lot of.
Yeah, first off, there's a lot of just craziness on the internet. Is it good? Is it bad? Pfizer, Moderna. It's hard to figure out who to trust. And I, out of the gate, said, I don't know if I'm going to get it. I'm definitely not going to be first to get it. And I think Lupe's stance was, I'm not getting it.
Mine was, I'm never going to get it because I don't know how I'm going to react with my autoimmune. Not only one, I have two, maybe three, but I didn't know how I was going to react. And I said, nope, I'm not going to get it. Nope, nope, nope.
Right.
But I know.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke. Ah, got it.
But a lot of people that I know that I have Sjogren's, they got it and they did well. So Susan Barajas was one of them. Megan, Christy, but all kinds of people got it and they did well. So I thought, you know what? After Brian begged me a little bit, I got it.
And you know, I did. And I eventually decided I'm going to get this. Mainly because I didn't want to have to worry whether I was going to get COVID or not. And it's obviously not a foolproof plan. However, it tips the odds in my favor. So I decided to, and as soon as it was made available to me, I went and got the first shot. And I intentionally did it on a Friday. So if I had any adverse effect, I could deal with that over the weekend and not interfere with work. And that's just that mission-oriented mindset that I have.
But it knocked you on your butt.
It knocked me on my butt. That first dose, that night, Friday night, I started having a headache. Saturday, I was a headache, body ache. I was not a happy camper. And I'm like, okay. Sunday, I started feeling better. I was able to I shouldn't say I was able to get up. I chose to get up and we ran our errands and meal prepped and cooked. I wasn't 100%, but we got through the day.
You know how guys are always, I'm sick a little bit. So I was taking care of him for once.
You know, and you did an awesome job and I love you and thank you for that wholeheartedly.
You know, a cup of noodles, bag of Doritos. That's what I fed him.
Hey, you know, sustenance is sustenance. So between there, now you got your first before I got my second?
No, you did all
Okay.
yours.
So I go in to get my second, again, intentionally scheduled on a Friday so I could deal with the adverse effects. Little headache Friday night, Saturday, little headache gone by Saturday afternoon, no issue. So the second didn't hurt me as much as the first did. And I'm like, okay, cool. But psychologically, I had this relief of I now have a barrier against this, bug out there, and I'm going to be less susceptible of getting it, which was cool. My daughter was fully vaccinated before I was, being, a healthcare worker. And just getting all the data in made me feel really good about the decision I made and asking my wife to get it. And I think I'm going to let you take over from there.
And I said, nope, I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to get it, until finally he said, come on, please. And I said, sure. So I made my appointment and I actually went to Kaiser.
Now, wait a minute. The conversation was, I understand you're worried about the vaccine.
Oh,
but
I forget.
Dying in a respiratory unit or a COVID ward with a vent, and that's just not any way I would want to go out.
True that. He said, I said, I don't want to get it because, with my Sjogren's, I'm already tired all the time and I sleep all the time. And when I flare, I'm just down for days, right? 3-4 days at a time. And I'm like, if I'm going to feel that way, if I feel that way with the regular flare, how am I going to feel with the vaccine, with everything I've heard? And then that's when you said that.
Yeah. And I mean, I've been in respiratory units before, and it's no way. You know what? And I've never told you this.
Tell me.
It pained me to think that I might lose you to COVID and not be at your side in the hospital, because that's not allowed.
It happened to a lot of people.
And for me, the thought of you dying alone was just unbearable. And I really wanted you to get it. And I'm glad you did. Don't look at you cry, baby. Be not cry, baby.
This is why he's my favorite guy. This is why.
and that was on the forefront of my mind. And I'm glad you did it. Now let's tell your story of getting the bid.
Please.
1-9 shot.
So I went to I made the appointment, and it was like a month out. I made the appointment, went to Kaiser, and I told Ryan, if you don't go with me, I'm not going, because I think you were busy or something. And I said, if you don't go with me, I'm not going, and you have to go be with me every step of the way. And he went as far as he could. And then, when they take you into the room, they wouldn't let him in. But I told him, you better wait for me in the waiting room right there. And I pointed to him. That's where he was when I got out. But it was actually painless. I went, I checked in, they take you, they seat you somewhere. And then here comes the nurse with her little rolly thingy. And they shoot you.
The rolly thingy.
I don't know what it's called. I'm just talking like myself.
Now, I was pretty impressed with the process. I received my vaccination at the VA, and it was painless. I mean, I got in. I don't think I was in line for more than 45 seconds at any stage, getting screened to go inside, at the computer to get my card, handing the card to the nurse. The nurse walks me to a station. They come back with the shot. The longest wait was the 15 minutes of whatever they called it, evaluation time, or I forget what they called it.
Yeah.
Just sitting there. I mean, and that's a long 15 minutes watching the clock. I just want to go away. I don't want to be here. But it was a smooth process. And you experienced the same thing at Kaiser.
They check you in outside. They hand you a clipboard. You have to fill out your, the application. Then, they kind of tell you go this way and that way. But once you're inside, I mean, it was seamless. It was really easy. So you get your shot, and then you sit there for 15 minutes. They put like a little sticky on your shoulder with the time that you can leave. So then if somebody comes and, okay, it's your time, bye. If you feel okay,
Right. Right.
But then we went home, and actually, no, we went to Starbucks first. I think it was because I thought
Guilty.
if I'm gonna go down, I want a Starbucks. So I hadn't had one in a long time, but
And you know what? Let me jump in here. I planned the rest of my day because your appointment was early AM. I planned the rest of my day around things I could do without her. Like I needed to work in the garage a little bit. I needed to do this. I needed to do that. This flippin' rock star, we get home and she's in the garage moving boxes and cleaning stuff up with me. She's in the kitchen helping me cook, which never happens.
for once, I know.
Never happens. I mean, she was just filled with energy.
I didn't feel anything. I felt great, actually. I don't know if it was a shot the first day. I don't know what it was, but I had energy. I didn't go down. I felt like myself. The following day, because I was up late, right?
Mhm.
And then the following day, my shoulder got a little bit sore up here. I could say up here and point because they're looking at me now.
They're watching.
I like it.
They're watching.
So I got a little sore, but that was it. And then the following day, my entire arm was really sore, but it went away right away.
Yeah.
So
And now she realizes her second dose appointment was on a Sunday.
I know, but let's back it up a little bit.
Oh, okay. Am I jumping ahead?
Yes. A few days later, I felt really good. Like my mind was sharp. I felt good, healthy, a lot of energy. And I'm like, what is it? I haven't done anything different. And excuse my French, but I said, Brian, holy shit balls, I feel great.
She did. She was a superstar for quite a few days.
I felt really good for several days. And I reached out to a couple of my shogi friends, and they're like, I don't know if it's the vaccine or what's in the air, but I don't know. It felt really good. But to quote Susan Barajas, hi, Susan, the mental relief, I can't even explain it. It felt really good that, I was safer than I was, I don't know, before I got the shot, right? So I felt really good about it.
Yeah. And, I think part of that has to do with control. We took control and did something that could benefit us. And I think getting over the fear of, helped out
Yeah.
big time.
So then my second shot, I actually got it 2 weeks ago, and same process. You checked in inside, and Brian, he went up with me.
Well, wait a minute. It was
What?
supposed to be on a Sunday.
Yes. If I was following my notes, I would know. It was supposed to be on a Sunday, but I showed up a day early. I had an appointment for Sunday. My little card said Sunday. But I'm like, I'm gonna show up early. What are they gonna say? No, I'm already there. So I showed up early. The lady, she looks at the card. She's like, you're early. You're not supposed to be here till tomorrow. I'm like, let me ask if you could get it. So she went and she asked whoever if it was okay, and yeah, it was okay. So she says, let me change your appointment. And I thought, oh man, she's gonna change my appointment. She's gonna make me come back. But no, she changed my appointment to that time that when I was there, and I got my shot right away. So
Yeah.
and I wanted to change it because if it was gonna knock me down, I wanted to have an extra day. So we went first thing Saturday, and then I would have Sunday and then Monday,
Yeah.
So, and I'm glad I did, because I didn't really have side effects, but I felt a little tired plus 2. It was like my normal fatigue plus 2. So I think it was a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it very well could have been. But we planned that weekend, just chill, relax, recuperate if need be. But we still, that Saturday, you got the shot. We stopped at Starbucks. I think that's the Saturday we tried to go to the swap meet and decided not to.
Oh my God.
I wasn't trying to take you down this path, but
I
go
just
for it.
remembered. Okay, I love going to the swap meet. I never buy anything. I just like going and walking and people watching and, looking at all these little knickknacks. So we heard on the news before we went to Kaiser, we heard on the news that at the Orange Fairgrounds in Costa Mesa, they were gonna have the swap meet for one day, just one day. And I'm like, ooh, after my shop, we're gonna go to Starbucks, and then we're gonna go to the swap meet.
So the swap meet at the Orange County Fairgrounds, it's usually pre-COVID free parking. It costs $1 to get in.
Or something like that. It might be more, but anyway.
Yeah. I think it's $1 a piece, but anyway. And we walk around, we might get, some hummus or a drink and just kind of cruise around and look, see what's going on.
Something.
So we drive it the way we normally do to get there, and they had us go into the opposite gate. So we had to drive all the way around the fairgrounds, and there's this long line. And we're like, what's going on? So we finally turn the corner and we see that they're charging for parking. Now, I don't know if they're charging for parking for the swap meet or for something else going on at the fairgrounds. So we finally get up there and I ask, is this paid parking for the swap meet? Yeah, it's $10. Now,
like, nope.
On the news, they're like, there's only going to be 48 vendors and it's one day only. And I'm like, I look at Lupe and I'm like, I don't think it's worth paying $10 for only 48 vendors, number one. And then we can look over and see the entrance exit. People are already leaving. Now, it's only been open for 22 minutes. And I mean, people are flowing out of the swap meet.
Was it like before? Was it the weekend of a holiday?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
But so the coupled with $10 to park and people were leaving 22 minutes into it being open, I'm like, yeah, let's just pass. So we did.
I think it was the Memorial Day weekend, because I remember we've been to that swap meet before, and for the holiday there was only like 4 vendors. So we're like, nope, anyway, not paying $10 for that.
Enough about the swap meet, but
it was funny.
We did some shopping that day. She was good, but yeah, Sunday she was a little fatigued. No big deal. We ran our errands. We did bare minimum. Fully rested up and back to work on Monday. Now, your hesitation or fear, if you will, getting the second shot versus the first, what was going on in your mind then?
Well, okay. I tried not to read the side effects. I didn't read the side effects for the first one. I know what it did to him, but I didn't read the side effects. Because if I read them, I was going to get all the side effects, right? So I didn't even read them, and I felt great. Nothing except for my sore shoulder, arm. But because people said that it really knocked them down, and for days, and they just felt like crap. So I'm like, I don't want to feel like that.
A couple of the people I work with, they're in their mid-20s, they're young, they're healthy, they were hurt. That second dose hurt them, and I'm like, oh my goodness. But everybody's a little different, and I think I had an average response to my vaccines, and I think you had well above average response. I
was a rock star. I don't know. Maybe it was a hydrochloroquine.
Well, let's not go down that rabbit hole.
I don't know. Maybe because I'm on it. I don't know. No,
oh, man.
Scratch that. But I don't know what it was.
She used to say scratch that when this was an edited show. This is live now.
I know.
Oh.
I'm like the judge. You did not hear that. But I mean, I'm glad I got it. I think, with the first one, I felt great. Several days later, I felt like a rock star. The second one, I didn't have the same effect. I think I was hoping for that,
Yeah, of course.
Clear mind, just full of energy. I didn't get that with the second dose, but I'm glad I got it. I don't know what the effects are going to be in 10 years, but, I'll deal with them.
Well, yeah, and they're talking about a possible booster. The thing is, I reminded myself throughout this process that not many people on this earth lived through the last pandemic. And this pandemic was different than the last. And science has progressed so much. Nobody knew what to expect. I think people made decisions based on the information they had with their training and education they possessed at the time they made those decisions. So I didn't look to Fauci or look to, California or Orange County to have all the answers, because nobody had all the answers. But I think I sat back and I paid attention to what was going on. And at the end of the day, it's a personal decision, right?
Absolutely.
And I'm glad we decided to, because it's weird. Walking into a gas station this morning, people already aren't wearing their masks here in California. According to California, we no longer need masks, and people are already exercising that right.
Right. Yesterday was the 15th.
Right.
We went to Walmart to buy a fan, and people weren't wearing masks. And
Yeah.
it was so weird to see that.
And we still continue to wear masks. And I
Yeah.
think if I go to crowded places, I'm going to wear a mask, because Lupe made a very, very good point. She hasn't had as much as a cold
Nope.
the last 14,
Over a
15
year.
months.
Yeah. I have not.
Neither have I. No colds, no flus, no weird craziness. And is it the mask? Is it not? Well, I'm willing to wear a mask.
I think so. I mean, if I'm in close proximity to somebody that has a cold, I get sick.
Right.
I don't know if you remember one time we went to Best Buy, and the cashier, she had a cold, and I thought, oh my God, I want to go with her because I'm going to get sick. As soon as I got home, because she touched my...
Was it Fry's or Best Buy?
I know you were thinking that. It was Best Buy. And a couple of hours later, I was down with the flu. So I'm very susceptible. So I'm going to say it's the mask, because I've been wearing the mask around people and hand sanitizer and all that. So I'm definitely going to continue to wear it because I haven't been sick.
And I think I am too.
Yeah.
I mean, especially if you're in a crowded, confined space, why not? If it saves me a cold or a flu,
Yeah.
I'm game. I'm willing.
I mean, other than my normal Sjogren's fatigue, which I'm used to, I don't want to be sick. So I will continue to wear it around a lot of people. Yes.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So that's your second live with video. What do you think?
I love it. I love it right now. I'm good. I'm in a good place right now because I know what I'm talking about. Susan, she said that she heard that overall the flu rate this year is way down. I'm sure it's because people are wearing masks. Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
So,
yep, it's I completely agree with that. Back in the day when I ran rescue ambulance during cold flu season, we carried rubbing alcohol for us and Q-tips, and we would, when we were around sick people, we'd swab the inside of our nostrils with rubbing alcohol, because that's a warm, damp, moist place, and that's where a lot of transmission happens. And I don't think it was even a thought to wear a mask. We would just alcohol our nostrils for maybe because it burned, and the burn means it's working, right?
The burn means it's working. But I mean, I have a lot of masks. I went to Costco and I just bought, one weekend I went and I bought whatever the limit was, 5. And then the following day I went with my sister and I bought 5 more boxes, and I have black and pink and purple and all kinds of masks. So I have to continue wearing them because what am I going to do with them?
Yes, you do.
On top of all the cloth masks that I bought.
Yes. She went mask crazy.
And then I got N95 masks. What am I going to do with them?
I think we've got enough masks to last to the next pandemic.
Donate them to Shelby. No, I'm definitely going to keep wearing them because I've been feeling really good. I don't want to get sick. So I'm good.
Well, we want to thank you all for joining us on this live episode of Sjogren Strong. Now, this is going out live on Facebook, live on YouTube video. It's going out live internet radio. You can find it on Spreaker, sjogrenstrong.com, or sitchradio.com. And then when this ends, it's going to be a podcast. So you'll be able to subscribe, download on all your favorite podcast players or any podcast player that you use. We greatly appreciate it. If you like what we're doing, let us know. If you hate what we're doing, let us know, because we're open to comments. And
most definitely.
I know I'm not perfect. My mom told me so.
I mean, I'm perfect. My mom told me I'm perfect. So you're not. We have different moms.
Not.
See, different moms.
Yeah, different moms. But, let us know what you think. If you like what we're doing, please rate, review. It goes a long way to help grow on the show. We much appreciate that. And hit us up. We're on social. Yes. Lupe's favorite social platform is?
I don't know. I mean, I like Instagram. We're on Twitter too, but I'm rarely on Twitter.
Yeah, she's talking about TikTok though.
TikTok? What do you mean?
You were talking about TikTok?
I don't know, because I'm gonna have to do those dances, and I have 2 left
Oh.
feet. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, and you don't want to see this big white guy dance. That's for sure.
It would be funny. I told him
No.
we should do a TikTok. It'd be
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah. So, but yeah, follow us on your favorite social media platform. Greatly appreciate it.
I find myself looking at YouTube a lot, so I should be looking at the screen. So I have to get used to that. So
You should.
It's gonna take me a while because
And you got to learn when you look at me to tilt so you're still speaking into the mic too.
Oh, I mean, I have a lot to learn. So
It's all good.
and once again, we wanted to thank the foundation.
Very, very grateful. For those of you who don't know, they awarded us with a great, nice award at the Last Patient Conference.
Awareness Award.
Yeah, for patient awareness. And it was the words that they spoke were kind and heartwarming. So if you aren't a member of the foundation, go check out Sjogren's.org. So much great information you can share with your healthcare provider so they can get better educated on Sjogren's syndrome. And that's eye doctor, dentist, rheumatologist. They've got it all.
Everything.
And it's written in this weird language that they understand.
The doctors,
when I say they,
I don't understand. It's way over
some
my
of that
head, but the
stuff
doctors understand because it's for them. So, and it's only $40. So, I mean, it's a great organization. So,
and
if
they
you're
do
not a member,
so much for drug trials and getting new meds on the street for us. And if you want to participate in drug trials, you can find out information there. And they do a lot of good for all of us with Sjogren's. So
definitely.
Much appreciated.
But I think that's all I got. I mean, it's a personal choice. The vaccine, because that's what we're talking about. It's a personal choice. So it's up to you. But for me, I had a good experience. Like I said, a lot of showies, my friends, they had great experiences as well. So do some research, and I feel great. I feel safer being outside. So.
And on that note, she's going to pick up that big pink water bottle and
I'm going to sip constantly and stay hydrated. This is my hydro flask. It's pink because you guys know I like pink. And I carry it with me everywhere. And it's been really dry. It's like 90 degrees or something. And it's really dry. And I have this really dry cough, as you guys noticed. So I always carry this with me. So until next time, sip constantly and stay hydrated, guys.
We'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us.
Bye. Thank you. Love you guys.